Back on the Clarence River. Been a bit of rain, so the water's looking a lot browner than last time we were here, which in the past has actually meant that surface lures have been the most productive type of lure. And hey, we'll use surface lures over divers any day of the week, so we'll see how we go. Water definitely got more of a brown tinge to it. Oh, there's a squeaky door. Righto, here we go. So when it looks very muddy, water's brown. Looks more like a Barramundi River up in the Territory than a Bass River. Full fresh now, but on the high tide as it pushes in, the salt comes up here. So we're heading upriver and the water is just getting muddier. Really sediments in the water. Anyway, we'll stay on the top. No fish is going to see our lure below the water. So we've been fishing now for about an hour and a half for one hit. I mean, you know the difference between when it's good here, because the last trip you had here, you were just getting fish the whole time. Pretty big change. After watching Mike land.
Yeah, 36 centimetre bass caught on goalie. Lost a big one.
33.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a good cast if I hadn't been standing on my line. Oh, here we go, look at this one. I'm on the rock. Yeah. Let it sit. Ian Miller used to say, just let it sit. We've literally been casting probably 2 hours. We haven't had a fish at all today. Why is that happening? What is the problem today? We're casting quite well, like reasonably well. Although my fly casting's pretty crap, but it's functional. Nothing. As you can see, the water, the tide's just starting. You look at those leaves, it's just starting to move in. So who knows? Maybe it's a tidal thing, like maybe we've been fishing the low tide period, maybe they just don't bite on that.
Yep.
So,
it could be a factor too.
yeah. Anyway, we'll keep fishing. We're having a coffee break and we're going to keep going. So we're heading downstream, and I've already noticed the water is milky. There's no sediment in it. It's still brown, but it hasn't got that sort of milky look to it anymore. Oh my!
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, he's over.
You want to go over there?
Yeah, we'll go over. I'll see if I can let him loose and get him out. He might have snagged me. He was on.
Yeah, he's got you right on top of that.
Hit me right over the log. Or in front of the log. I don't think he's still there. I think I'm just snagged. Yeah, he's just snagged me off. That was a fish though.
Absolutely. I mean, the conditions are looking really nice.
Alright. Well, he just came out and booked it. And then got me under. Got me around that. He was right there. Literally. Geez, my leader just broke so easy there. Look at that. Okay. This little stretch here looks good. It was just me.
He might have hit you just as you got out of the water.
That was a fish. Oh yeah, I'm hooked up this time, yeah. Finally got a fish on. Had a few hits. The biggest bass I've ever caught on fly, but it's a fish. Come on. There we go. A little black cicada. Dalberg. See you, mate.
Good. Now it's
Gotten dirty again, yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, the water quality was so bad. We haven't had a hit for ages, have we? No. And there's no one home. There is no one home. So That's it for our Phil Atkinson fishing today. Mike and myself have pushed up the Clarence after some reasonably heavy rain a couple of weeks ago, and the water is brown. Like it went chocolate brown and then it went sort of greeny brown. We fished surface lures all morning. Mike tried divers for a while, and yeah, we rustled up a few bass as the high tide pushed in with the greeny brown water. But all in all, it was a really tough day's bass fishing. So today is a few days later, and Sandeep and myself are going to try another river on the North Coast, much closer to the coast. We've had 50 mils of rain overnight, and it's raining now. So got the rods in the back, got the canoe on the roof. We're going to hit this estuary up. Basically, we're going to be using a mixture of little minnows on 1/8 jig heads, 10-pound leader. See how we go. Worth a shot. High tide now, so it's going to start running out shortly. And I find that most of these North Coast estuaries fish best on the run out tide, regardless of the time of day. So let's go fishing. Into hit me. It hit me. What is it? Oh, look at that. That is a lovely sand whiting, and it's not a small one. There you go, right up in the, just pecked at it, just on the twitch. That is a good whiting. Nice. See you, mate. Ciao. Oh, enjoy that fresh water. Okay, Sandeep could have caught what might be the world's smallest flathead. Yeah, that is a tiny little flathead. I'll get him back. Okay, Sandeep's in again. This is a better fish. All right, let's see what he is. He might go, that sometimes the big ones will go real easy, then they'll shoot off, so just be prepared, especially when you bring him to the top. Let's get a look at him. He's better size. Bring him round here, he's a good one. All right, look at that. Look at that, wow. We haven't got a net, just leave him in the water. Look at that, nice dusky flathead. And it is bucketing down. So where I am now is actually a feeder creek off the river that we were bass fishing the other day, and the river we were fishing had this flowing into it. Unfortunately, it had a lot of farm rivers running into it with a lot of siltation. I've just missed the high tide, unfortunately, but we're going to go Mulloway spinning. Beach behind me, or to my right, you can see it's really deep, big shore dump, not a good swimming beach, but really good Mulloway beach. But when I fished here, and I caught Mulloway here up to about 18 kilos, I tend to hook them right on the shore dump, and then the whole fight they just run you along the shore dump. I've got to say, this is probably the hardest sand I've ever had to walk on along a beach. It's just soft, coarse, super boggy. The bottom here is, I spoke to a free diver, he said there's sort of a clay in it, and it creates really milky water inshore. No matter how clear the water is out on the ocean currents, even on flat days, which is not today, it still stays milky. And the Mulloway, they just pile in here because they can hang anywhere really and not be seen. This little spot up the front here looks good. The swell might be a bit big, the tide might be a bit high for it, but I'll give it a try. Boot up. Oh. All right. Got no idea what's going on with the bottom here, where the reef is nowadays. I do recall last time I fished this, which was probably a decade ago, you could pretty much bounce the whole way in. So far so good. I also recall getting hit often really close to this face in front of me. So I'm just letting my plastic land and I'm literally just hopping it along. Well, that could have been a fish or it was a snag. I definitely had a bump there. Didn't feel like the bottom, it was just a bit too sharp. Tide's waning now, just off high. Bit of east swell around, it's been blowing more east, 20, 25 knots every day, so this is just a wind swell. What's going on with the drag on this reel? Feels alright. Alright, so hop hop. Just a bit of reef down there. That felt like a fish just then. Pretty sure that was a fish. In fact, I'm positive that was a fish. Two very deliberate taps. Might have felt a bit of the hook. And I've managed to get my line caught around my tip. Look at that, I cooked it. Alright, I think that was a tap. So I'd say there's some little jewels sitting just in front of this rock here. That's twice now I've been tapped. I'm using a 13 centimetre squidgy slick rig. Pretty sizable lure, I guess, for a small jewie, but as you know, you catch some really small jew on big live bait sometimes. Okay, like I thought, there are fish right down in the front here. Just got hit a little bump. So that's the this is the third tap I've had. So as I said, I was pretty sure there was some school jew just sitting in front of me on an earlier cast. Yeah, just settle down. I've had a feeling there was schoolie sitting down there. I had a couple of taps on the earlier cast that I just made, and sure enough, 4 or 5 casts later, managed to pick one up. So just get a measure. You know, 13 centimetre plastic. So there's the plastic. He's done a pretty good job of it, but only lightly hooked. He's only a bait. I'll just get him, we'll slide him on, and then we'll let him go. So he's, I'm calling him 60. Yeah, 60 centimetres. Alright, time this. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay, so there you go. Might see if we can rustle up a slightly bigger fish, but he was exactly 60 centimetres. He managed to take a tiny bit of drag on my 30 Brave. And then that was it.